Hey, Dennis Kronling here again on my new series on YouTube. I'm breaking down some licks by request that I have on my website. If you didn't know, I have a membership section, 3 different levels of membership. All of them are less than taking private lessons from me. I have 24/7 streaming content there for all members, including webinars, video lessons. I do a live Q&A webinar for the VIPs as well. All other types of content like jam tracks. I got special discounts on vintage gear. I have my radio shows, playlists that I make for the members and to go along with the webinars, all of that stuff. But I am here doing some breakdowns of my own licks, which is really not the easiest for me because I play every time improvised. I thumb block. I get a lot of messages and comments about how much am I thumb blocking, what do I thumb block. I basically thumb block everything I'm playing 99.9% of the time. The few times I won't thumb block, maybe if I'm bending hole 10 blow or sometimes when I'm playing hole 1, but the other 99.9% of the time that I am playing, everything is thumb block, even including the overbends I play, which means the overblows or the overdraws. But enough about that stuff. If you haven't checked out the website, BadAss Harmonica, check it out. And not only, of course, vintage gear that I'm known for over 30 years, but of course, I do the membership section. I have exclusive t-shirts, mugs, all kinds of merch and all that stuff. My CDs, downloads, everything. And plenty of jam tracks to download as well in all different keys. And even the sets in different keys are totally different takes, different grooves, and everything. So this little lick that I'm going to break down now, I break down the 2-bar section here of the shuffle. I'm in the key of D on a G harp. This is my Hohner crossover. This is straight from my gig box right here. Of course, I use my my key stickers. I broke this down in particular because it's a little interesting thing I do over the 5/4 section right at the turnaround towards the end of the progression. So it sounds like this. I'll play the video and then I'll break it down for you. Okay, so I'll play it once more myself. We can hear it again, and then I'll break it down piece by piece, note for note. It sounds like this, a little slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so basically 1 bar on a 5 chord, 1 bar on a 4 chord, and I'm ending it right when we go back to the 1. Again, here's the video clip, and I'm going to break it down note for note for you. Alright, so I'm basically starting on the upbeat right before the half a beat, you can think of it that way, right before the 5 chord. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that 4 blow is basically on the downbeat, leading us right at the 5 chord of this progression. So this bars 9 and 10 we're going over. 1 bar on the 5 chord, ending on that 2 blow, which is leading us into the 4 chord. But let me break down the notes I play over this 5 chord section. I'm starting on that 3 draw whole step bend. Okay. Then the 4 blow is really the downbeat of the 5 chord. So I do 4 blow to the 4 draw. Okay, so that's the first 3 notes. It goes by really quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and after that, the lick coming down the harp is 3 draw whole step bend, 2 draw half step bend, 1 draw, 1 blow. Now those bends are important because it's an arpeggio, which is a fancy word for saying just the individual notes of that chord played separately, played individually. 3 draw whole step, 2 draw half step, 1 draw, 1 blow. There I go, I hit it better there. So I'll do it once again. 3 draw whole step, 2 draw half step, 1 draw, 1 blow. Then I went to the 2 blow, which led us into the 4 chord. So now that's not really in the 5 chord, but it is in the 4 chord, and it's kind of like a passing tone in the 5 chord, so it's like a nice segue leading into this 4 chord lick. So that's a 2 draw, then a little scoop on that 3 draw. I didn't scoop it all the way up. It's kind of like a scoop from lower than the half step bend up to the half step bend. then 5 blow, 4 draw. Not 4 draw, 5 blow, which would be the typical pattern. It's that 2 draw to the 3 draw, half step scoop, 5 blow, 4 draw. Then to the 6 blow. And the lick coming down is 5 blow, 4 draw, 3 draw, 2 draw. And that 3 draw is slightly bent, almost all the way to the half step bend. Okay, so that 4 chord section sounds like this. So the 5 chord into the 4 chord sounds like this. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, not your typical lick, of course. Again, it's unplanned. It's totally improvised, like everything you hear me play live, unless I'm playing a specific riff or a melody or the head of a song, you know, that's part of the structure of a song. Every solo and fill that I play is improvised, as a lot of the great players did. And I think that's important for the integrity of this music. It's important for self-expression, and it's really the most exciting part of playing this music. But I had to break it down and figure out what I did earlier today just to kind of get this down right. So the notes I chose over the 5 chord are important because those are specific notes that are actually in the 5 chord. And same thing with the 4 chord. The notes that I'm playing there are notes that are in the 4 chord. They're not just random notes to play something different. They are notes, again, unplanned and improvised. But I know when I'm playing, going through a chord progression, in the back of my head, what notes fit what chord section. So I'm just kind of improvising this as I go to fit the chord structure of any song. So there you have it. Check out the website, of course. The membership section is where you're going to get the most bang for your buck. All levels include 2 webinars a month with notes and jam tracks and playlists and everything. But the VIPs, you get some video lessons. You get a live webinar each month with me, asking me anything. Anything goes, basically. So check it out, and I'll see you next week. In case you didn't know, I run the BadAss Harmonica website that's got a membership section with new content each month. This month, webinars with Mark Wenner and my first 3rd position webinar. Of course, video lessons for the Snakeskin VIPs, a vocab lesson to help you improvise and learn how to practice better. Video archives each month, old and new, microphone gallery. Of course, website Q&As to learn from. Blues Harp history information, all types of playlist, videos, and jam tracks to play along with each and every month on the BadAss Harmonica website. Not only just learning licks, but you really want to learn how to think and practice better so you can truly play better like a real musician.